Hi Tan fans, welcome to another edition of Q&A with Coach Tandar. I hope you guys are doing well. And yes, that is my cat in the background. She decided to get in the shot, so whatever. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. And I must say your questions are getting better and better by the week. So I'm very excited to read the next one. And here we go. Dear Coach, I'm a very hardworking man and love my wife and 2 children. My wife is a talented woman and a great mother to our kids, but in the last few years, especially recently, it seems she has lost the zest for life and has no drive or interest in anything fun. The worst part is we argue so much and it's taking its toll on our relationship. How can I help get her motivated? Thank you, B, for writing in. It actually shows that you care a lot about your wife, that you're reaching out to find a solution to get her back on track, and that's very admirable. My question for you after reading your question was, what had happened 3 years ago that has brought her to this place? Something must have happened that jolted her out of her usual fun, outgoing person into someone who's gone deeper and deeper into herself and eventually maybe a little depressed and unmotivated. So that could be something to do with it. So you can think about that and maybe go back to that. And what I can suggest for you is that we cannot have control over other people's actions and what they should do and what they shouldn't do, or tell them this is what you need to do to get motivated. You got to get off and go do this and that. What we can do is we can control what we can do for them. We can control ourselves. We can control what we want to give. So my suggestion to her is to help her bring back that state back into her body. So for that, I mean, if you used to bike together, if you used to go for walks, maybe go to the gym together, get her back in that state. Get to her, if you're going to the gym alone, take her with you and then bring her back into that state that you used to do something together. This really would show her that she really matters in your life, no matter how busy you got because of all the problems, and she's been a little off-centered and the kids are there and you have to take care of other things and you're stressed on your own and you want to make sure everything's right and you're trying to take care of her too, so you're stressed and you maybe lost track of her for a while. And this would show her that you really pay attention to what she's going through, and it's in action and not just saying it. And while you're doing that, please be present with her. Look her in the eye. Be there with her. Do the same jokes, and not because, hey, you're sick, that's why I got you out here, and this is me doing it for you. People pick up on those things. Maybe not once, maybe not twice, but maybe the 3rd time she'll come and get that back. It takes a while because our memories have muscles too, and they need a little bit of a working out to get back into that habit again. So do not give up on her, as you know who the real person you met and fell in love with and married, who that is. So give that a little bit of a time and be very patient with her. Another suggestion I have for you is to talk to her friends. Women usually pick up a little bit more on tips, even if she hasn't opened up to them or anything. They might have picked up on something that you haven't, so that's one thing to think of. Another thing you can do is to set up a date night. It doesn't have to be a special occasion, just your occasion. Make up one and say, honey, I think it's time we go out and have this dinner, just you and me, like we used to before kids, before this. Make all the arrangements so the kids are fine, and to take her out of that environment. So take her out, and while you're having this date with her, be again very present with her. And I'm sure you're a very kind man, and this is why your marriage have lasted this long, because you do care about each other a lot, and somewhere along the line you have just lost track of each other because of problems that are out there or things that we go through. It just takes us off-centered of who we usually are, and we don't feel balanced. So this is a great way for another person to say, hey, I do care about your emotions, because we're humans and we're all about emotions. All we want is another person to notice that, to see how much they care for us. Take her out, have fun, and while you're having dinner, you can communicate there with her and say, honey, I really care about you, and be really present with her and say, what is it that I can do to help you? Or let me think of some stuff that we can get you back on track, and tell her all the things that you used to tell her and you still see it in her, because she needs to be reminded of that. So we as humans need to be validated, not by ourselves only, but by other people sometimes. People we do care about, actually, that we do mean something to them. We still matter. So that's what you can do to help her out. And once you have this conversation, please let her know about me, and I would love to give her some tips as well. She can write me, and I'll be more than happy to give her some tips to get you guys back on track. So thank you so much, B, for writing in. I'm sure many people will benefit from this question that you sent to me. And for everyone else, keep happy and healthy, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. There is my other cat.